In your article, you guys talk a little bit about strategies for coping with this recessionary phase. Are we at a place where we need to stop hiring relief vets and we need to tighten our belts here? Is that where we are? Are those the types of strategies that you think vet clinics should really be looking at now?
So let me first give the caveat that there's the macro perspective in terms of what does
Correct.
the macro aggregate story tell you? And then there's the micro perspective of what's happening in your practice, what's happening in your market area. And honestly, it can be very different. But if your practice is following the national trends, when you're in a contracting recessionary environment, generally you're scaling back on expenses and costs. But here's the trick is you always want to stay ahead of the curve. And so really what you want to do as a business owner is not make decisions based on the cycle you're in. You really want to be thinking about the decisions for the cycle you're going to be in next. And so that's the good news I like to end on is it's been a really tough year. Feels like it's been a tough few years.
It feels like 2025 was a terrible 5 years.
Yeah.
Very difficult 5 years.
The good news is as long as inflation continues to come down, and while the other macroeconomic indicators remain stable, things like unemployment and household income, the US doesn't dip into a recession. The forecast model is telling us that we are as about close to rock bottom as we're going to get. So that beginning next year, we should start to see the market, veterinary services start to recover. We're still going to be in the negative territory, but each month is going to be less and less negative. And then what the forecast model is telling us by Q3 of next year, we should be into a growth mode again and moving into that positive growth territory.
So that's a pretty optimistic take on this. I love finding out that I already did the bad part. Whenever anyone tells me, oh, the worst part was the part you already did, like that's music to my ears.